We are live this morning at the downtown YMCA with a good friend, Dr. Art Mollen, this morning to talk about a brand new program for the Mollen Foundation. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, April. It's a great program, and we're doing this with the downtown YMCA, and it's available for kids free. It's basically combined with their daily exercise program that they're doing in their day camp. This day camp lasts for about a period of 10 weeks, and so it's a 10-week pilot program that we're doing. We're combining not only fitness training, but we're also combining a nutritional educational program that uses interactive technology, something that kids really probably haven't been exposed to before.
Yeah, so it is called the Mollen Foundation Preventing Childhood Obesity Program. 10 weeks is long enough, I guess, that you could measure things before and after, but also to teach them some lessons that they'll be able to take with them even after this is over.
Exactly. We're trying to change their lifestyle for just forever. Basically, we're trying to teach kids how to be physically active, but also focus in on their nutritional components that they're taking in. A lot of kids don't realize that, say, a glass of water has 0 calories and a soda has maybe 100 to 150 calories.
You're kidding me.
So we're just trying to teach them some basic concepts with this interactive technology. But it's a great program. It is free. It's a pilot program. We anticipate doing this program with other YMCAs and other facilities throughout the valley. It's a program that we will be able to measure at the end of a 10-week program how much body fat they were able to lose during that period of time. Were they able to lose a certain amount of weight? Did they come away with some type of nutritional, educational component that they didn't have before? So I think that by educating the children, they can in turn educate their parents.
Well, that was going to be my next question. This sounds really neat. What about adults that might want to get involved?
Well, the adults are certainly welcome to come down and participate in the interactive nutritional technology, not necessarily the fitness component, but I think so many programs that focus on childhood obesity today, they simply don't focus on that educational component of the nutrition. So everything is all about the fitness. Yes, we want to get kids more active, and that's certainly something that we want to do as well. But in addition to that, what we are trying to do is educate children going forward.
All right, well, sounds like we've got a lot to learn. Good thing we're going to be here with Dr. Art Mollen all morning, so be sure to stick with us. For now, we'll toss it back to you in that nice, cool, air-conditioned studio, Ryan.
Hey, and you know what a great program, because you start them off early, get them on the right track at the very beginning. Yep. And then, yeah, teach their parents, absolutely.
Inside this morning, the nice and air-conditioned YMCA in downtown Phoenix. We're here for the Mollen Foundation's Preventing Childhood Obesity Program. It's a pilot program, and check this out. It's a really cool interactive video screen, and it's really easy to use, and the kids are just loving it. Paige Mollen is here with us this morning to talk more about this. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I'll get out of the way here and let you kind of show us what this does.
Well, it's an interactive technology, and what the kids do is I'm going to have them shout out. They can decide what we're talking about today, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good way to get them engaged in the learning process and making it realistic and meaningful.
Yeah, because a lot of programs we were talking about that talk about childhood obesity just focus on maybe the exercise portion, but this is teaching them lessons that will help them their whole lives.
It is. It's a Promethean active board, so active is in the name. It's a great movement technology, and we really want to get kids talking about where their food comes from, and we want them to leave with the skills to take with them and live a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, can we go to that screen you were showing me earlier that was talking about where your food comes from, and this just kind of breaks it down to the simplest lesson you can with food.
It does. So why don't we have a couple of kids come on up?
Yeah, come on up here.
And what they're going to be doing is you're taking a piece of food out of the basket, and you're going to decide, where does my food come from? Does it grow on a tree? Does it come from the ground? Is there such thing as a cupcake tree?
I wish.
Wouldn't that be great? No, so then it grows, it's made in a factory.
Right. All right, good job. Correct answer. So I guess the lesson is things made in a factory aren't as good for you as the things that might come from the tree.
Right, the nature made is best.
All right, well, let's you guys give it another try here. We're going to be here for a couple more hours this morning talking about this neat program test. For now, we'll toss it back to you. But what do you think of this?
That is so cool. I was watching them do it, and I was thinking, it reminds me, do you remember, what was it called, the doodle board thing, and how different things are in an Etch-a-Sketch?
Oh,
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, that was like our Etch-a-Sketch, but things are way more advanced now. How cool.
Giant, not a Coca-Cola tree. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Arizona. Welcome back. It is a hot summer morning out there, and gosh, it's going to be a hot summer afternoon, and in fact, a very hot week ahead as well. We are live this morning downtown at the YMCA. It's getting a little warm out here this morning already, but that's not keeping the kids from getting into and exercising this morning. It's all part of the Mollen Foundation's Preventing Childhood Obesity pilot program, and that is going on this summer down here at the YMCA. Fitness trainer Rochelle Meldy is here with me now this morning, and you're with the foundation. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
So what a challenge to keep kids motivated to do exercise. Not the most popular thing in the age of video games and television.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir on that one, absolutely. So really what we try and do with the kids is trick them into exercising, if you will. So we just have a lot of fun with them, playing games that are more recreational, that engage them on all fronts. So they're working their brains, they're working their bodies, and we're helping them develop.
Okay, what are some of the exercises that kids will be doing down here in the program?
Well, you can see now we've got a slew of equipment that we can use that's really easy and versatile. So jump ropes, we've got some bouncy balls, cones, we use some roller carts, if you will, and then body weight, you know, running around and playing tag, doing different types of prime motor movements, and all kinds of different things. So, and the kids seem to really enjoy it.
Yeah, they do. How much time a day should be spent exercising by children?
Well, we work these guys out between 3 and 5 times a week with the foundation for about 45 minutes, give or take, a warm-up and a cool-down session. So it really varies. I would say 30 minutes of active time outside at a minimum.
Do you have any suggestions for parents at home who might want to get their kids involved? It's fun to hang out outside and jump rope, you know, at this time of the morning, but gosh, when things start to heat up around here, hard to find things inside to keep the kids active.
It is, absolutely. You know, so the thing to do is to, you know, you can always find day camps that are available. The YMCA's got a really great program that you can bring your kids to an indoor facility and they can hang out and not only work out and exercise, but socialize. So it's fun for them to interact with other kids. Otherwise, you know, getting them inside, turn off the television. Yeah. You know, and kids will figure out something to do to keep themselves occupied.
Almost force them into it.
Absolutely.
Well, they're having fun, they're smiling, so that's good news. Thanks for being with us this morning with Dr. Art Mollen, because your Foundation for Preventing Childhood Obesity has a brand new pilot program, and it's down here at the YMCA in downtown Phoenix. The kids are here for 10 weeks, and to measure their progress, you guys are doing several tests before and after.
Right, this is a pilot program, and what we're doing is biometric testing. So this biometric testing basically involves a blood sugar test, a cholesterol test. We measure their height and their weight, and then their body fat analysis. We check their pulse, we check their blood pressure. So all of these particular procedures are done at the beginning of the program, and then we do them 10 weeks later in order to discern whether or not they've actually made some progress, if their body fat has been reduced, if their blood pressure has been reduced, if the cholesterol has been a little bit lower. Now, the interesting thing is body mass index is really not a diagnosis. It's more of a screening tool. It screens children to see whether or not they will actually fit into what's called a percentile. So you can determine body mass index by measuring their height and their weight, and basically we plug those numbers in and we get that from a little body fat analysis machine that we use.
Kind of an update from the old skin fold test that some of us used to get in school. What should their body fat be?
Right, well, generally with children we'll find that their body fat is usually in the range of about 20% or so. Now, sometimes if a child has a 20% or 25% percentile at say age 10, by the time they get to 15, if they have that same amount of body fat, they're not considered to be actually overweight. They actually are into the normal range. So the amount of body fat, say at 10 years old, is significant. And as it goes up, there's a difference with the percentile between girls and boys, and also their age. So the age is actually what changes whether or not they're considered to be overweight or not. So we like children, again, to kind of fall into what's called a percentile, and that percentile is between the 5% to actually the 85 percentile. I know that sounds like a large range, but that's considered to be normal. Over 85, then they're considered to be overweight.
Yeah, and they're getting a blood pressure test, and then also some blood sugar tests, a little finger prick there. It's nice that they're at least getting the kids to start to think about some of this stuff. And again, one of the neat parts of this program, Tess, is that it's all free for the kids that are participating in this. It's all free, so what a neat program. Of course, this is a pilot program, so we're hoping we'll get to see this in other parts of the valley eventually as well, although there are a couple of these programs in Phoenix Parks and Rec as well.